Now it's time for your Melanin moment. What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, on my way to work, bringing you guys a short, sweet Melanin moment. Like to hear it go. We're in the book of Genesis, as I say all the time. And Genesis is a long book, but it has a lot of information. And when we started the book, I told my kids that there is nothing new under the sun. So a lot of times I test them out and I ask them, like, who was the first person to sin? Who was the first person to commit murder? Who was the first person to lie? Who was the first person to trust God? Now we're going to talk about who was the first person to be nosy. This was an influential person in the Bible, so influential we don't even know her name, but she was the first person to be nosy. Talking about Lot's wife. If you don't know the story of Lot's wife, shame on you. But I'll give you a brief synopsis. So Lot was in Sodom and Gomorrah. God sent two angels to say, listen, pack up your stuff, get out of here, because I'm about to destroy these cities full of sin and wickedness. And so Lot did what the angels told him to do, packed up his stuff, his daughters, and they was on their way out. But the one thing he told them was, do not look back. And Lot's wife just had to look back, see what was going on, and turned into a pillar of salt. Now, I said all that to say is a lot of times God will deliver us from some stuff, and we too busy looking back, wondering what's going on behind us, instead of focusing on the blessings that God has in front of us. We will pray and ask God for a job because we are underpaid and stressed out, and God will do just what we asked him to do. And you will still call that old job and ask them, do y'all miss me? Y'all don't like having me around no more? I mean, how's everything going? Why do you care? God did what you asked him. He delivered you, and he gave you a bonus, gave you an increase. You ain't under no stress, so why are you calling that job? He delivered you from a relationship. You asked God to get me out of here. I can't take it no more, God. I gotta go. I got to go. Why we still bother with what they doing, how they doing, if they doing okay? I wonder if they... It's not your problem no more. God did what you asked him to do. Leave it alone. I know there's an old saying that says, don't burn bridges. You never know if you have to cross back over them. But the thing about it is, if God has delivered you and walked you over that bridge, you don't need to continue to step on that bridge or tap it with your foot to make sure that it's sturdy. Because where God has placed you is solid. So stop looking back. It's not worth it. It's not healthy. And you will never be able to appreciate what God has given you because you're too busy looking back at where God brought you from. Now, I do know that, people say when I look back over my life and all the things that God has brought me through, yes, but I would rather that be a story than have to continue to go back and look. I don't literally want to look at what God brought me through. I just want that to be my testimony. So like I said, this is a short, sweet Melanin moment, simply titled, Don't Look Back. It ain't worth it to be nosy. Trust me. God deliver you from something. God tell you to get out of something. God makes provision so that you are now free of whatever it is you asked him to be free from. Don't be nosy and don't look back. So that's all I got for y'all today. Have an amazing Tuesday. Remember to be safe out here in these COVID pandemic streets. We're still in it, and we're still praying God brings us through it. But like I said, have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys soon for another Melanin moment.